entry on the same row. I think let's start with that one first. So we're actually going to start with bullet number 2. Check that every line has one and only one financial transaction. So this happens sometimes when a new borrower comes. I would say the most frequent case of this we've seen is when a new borrower comes and they are issued a loan. So for example, Jorge Camilo, he's issued a loan and then also issued and then he also makes a payment, like pretty much simultaneously. And they want to put both of both transactions on the same line. But the rule is really that you can only enter one transaction per line. So this should be, if he received a loan and then made a pretty much immediate $100,000 payment, which I'm not really sure why that would happen, but if that was the case, that would need to be entered. We would want to break those up and then come here and enter Jorge Camilo, 6/27 as the date. And then here we would enter the 100,000 peso or whatever currency transaction that you would want. So that's our first example. And that actually happens a decent amount, and especially because some of our program administrators are using their own documents to maintain it, and they might be copying and pasting, and it allows them to put two transactions on the same line. Or another example would be if they received funds from the US and then also made a loan, and they put them both in the same row. But that's one of the first things to check, and I think it really visually stands out when there's two things on the same row. It should really just be one item from D, E, F, and G. There should only be one entry per row. Okay, so that's our first type of error.